Hallo. Oké, dus gewoon Lone Echo spelen. Hallo. Ik heb al Echo VR best vaak gespeeld. 50 uur, dus. Ik weet een beetje hoe de game werkt, alleen het is een singleplayer version. Dus ja.
Hera, open a new voice log entry. Acknowledged.
Zoveel dingen fixen. Oké, nee, dat is goed. Laat maar.
Recording. Okay. This is Captain Liv Rhodes, personal log entry for 7 of October 2126. This will be my final week aboard Kronos 2. In just a few days, I'll be leaving Saturn behind and making my way to my new assignment on Ceres. A bit odd, actually, saying it out loud.
Oeh, yes, ik kan dingen zien.
Anyway, all mining sites are running smoothly. Overnight harvest totals are a bit lower than I'd like. Oh, we had some sputtering on the number 12 RCS thruster, but Jack and I managed. Oh, Jack. Good. Hold on a tick. Hera, pause recording.
Acknowledged, Captain Rhodes.
Hello.
Morning, sunshine. And how are we feeling today? Jack, are you with me? Hera, let's go ahead and run Jack's calibration program.
Acknowledged.
Right. In you go, Jack. I'll see you in a few.
Bye-bye.
Module D221. Manual dexterity. I am Hera, Central AI for the Kronos 2 Orbital Mining Facility. I will guide you through this calibration program. First, close your hand to form a fist. Now extend your index finger. Good. To proceed, use your index finger to press the hollow button in front of you. Now reach out and grab the glowing disc that just appeared. Calibration module complete. Please stand by. Module M101. Basic motor functions.
Ik heb deze tutorial al gedaan in enkel VR.
Please pull the handle above you to exit the activation pod. This labor unit will guide you through the module. Now carefully follow it by pulling yourself through the environment using any solid surface. Now carefully pull yourself forward and recalibration module complete. Module M205. Maneuvering thrusters. Your hands are equipped with maneuvering thrusters, allowing you to move more freely in zero gravity. Activate left thruster. Activate right thruster. Now please exit the activation pod and use your maneuvering thrusters to reach the door ahead. Thrusters can be used in short bursts or held down for continuous usage. Please press the hollow button near the door to proceed. Good. Now navigate the environment using only your maneuvering thrusters. Do not grab any surfaces during this test. Reboot initiated. Recalibrating thruster protocols. Try again. Reboot initiated. Reminder, please do not touch any surfaces in the hallway. Calibration module complete. Module C-111. Communication. We will now calibrate your communication system.
Dit is nog niet
When someone
gedaan
speaks to you,
in
a
Echo
reply
VR.
notification may appear above your wrist. You may then respond by holding down the dialogue button on either hand and selecting a reply with your index finger. Hold down the dialogue button now. Input confirmed. Now hold down the dialogue button and select a reply.
Like this.
Correct. Vocal selection acknowledged. Often, you will have a limited time to select a reply. In these cases, silence is considered a viable option. Do you understand?
How long do I have to reply?
Most often, you will have 10 seconds to reply, but this number may vary under special circumstances. Now exit the activation pod and move into the room ahead. You can also initiate conversations at points of interest throughout the world. If you look at certain people or objects while you are close to them, their name will appear, and an icon will indicate that you can use the dialogue button. You may then hold down the dialogue button and select an option, just like a reply. Now start a conversation with the labor unit, and speak about the Fury transport model in this room.
Unit 42, what is your primary directive?
To assure the safety and well-being of Kronos 2 station personnel.
Who serves aboard the Kronos 2 station?
Captain Olivia Rhodes and you, the prototype Series 11 android designated as Echo 1.
Please talk about the 2 points of interest in the room to continue.
A Mark I Fury transport, 1/48th scale.
Be advised, while real Fury transports can be used to travel to distant locations across the Kronos 2 station, I do not recommend attempting to ride this one.
Noted.
Communication system fully calibrated. Would you like to proceed to the next module?
I'm ready to proceed.
Acknowledged. Please stand by.
Zo epic game.
Module A-131. Data scanner. Error. Calibration program failure. Stand by for reboot.
Oh nee.
The directors have been pushing to make fully automated deep space mining the company's tool.
Hallo, 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 hallo.
The Echo unit is the perfect subject for our initial test runs.
This is crap. I'm 1 week from leaving, and you're just now telling me Jack's not coming.
Command wants the Echo unit to assume your duties when you leave for Sirius.
Well, how long has Command known about this?
Liv, I don't think...
How long?
Higher-ups have been discussing it for maybe 6 months.
6 months?
But the final decision didn't come down until late last week.
No, forget it. This is unacceptable.
Command's not really asking for your approval here.
Tell Command to look at our numbers. Look at our harvest totals, purity levels. Our efficiency rating jumps 3 points every quarter. Jack? Sorry, I have to go. Kronos 2 out.
Hallo.
Jack? What happened?
My calibration program crashed. I appear to be stuck in the activation pod.
That's odd. Your diagnostic programs never just flat out crashed before. It must have suspended the pod's release procedures.
In the event of activation pod failure, Titan Protocol recommends performing a complete power cycle of the pod, followed by a level 3 inspection of...
You're all set. Listen, about my conversation with Command, how much did you overhear?
I heard enough to know I'm no longer going with you to Ceres.
Seems you've earned yourself a promotion. The directors want you to take over my duties as station commander. You'll be in charge.
That would make this our last week together.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Look, they just hit me with this news a few minutes ago. I mean, command splitting us up, I never even considered it a possibility. I'm not entirely sure what to say. Except... I'm sorry, Jack.
There's no need to apologize, Olivia. While the situation is unfortunate, it's not your fault.
Come on then. No sense putting it off. Let's get our last week started. Why don't you go activate the bridge while I pull the overnights?
Copy that. Will you have Series 8 labor units with you on Ceres?
I'm sure. But fortunately, I won't need to rely on them for company with all the other people there. Labor units have always been a bit dim.
They lack my core learning modules, if that's what you mean.
More to it than that, but yeah, that's more or less the gist of it.
Fortunately, this backup Echo unit appears to be functional. I can transfer to it if necessary. This Echo unit pod is damaged as well. If no Echo unit pods are functional and my shell suffers a hardware failure, I would have to revert to an old version of my OS on the station's server. You seem upset.
You're getting way too good at reading human responses, you know that.
Well, I have had a few years of practice.
Yeah. It shows.
Did you say you wanted me to activate the bridge?
That I did. Towards the forward center console.
Your swear count has not increased for nearly 10 hours. Congratulations.
Oh, quit playing with that damn thing. I mean... shit.
Never mind. Ass. Ass. Damn. Shit. Shit. Ass. Damn. 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 Shit. Damn. Ass. This hull plate is from Liv's first accident on the station. Unless we experience 22 further incidents in the next week, she will end her tenure as captain with the fewest accidents in Kronos 2's history. Would you like me to archive this list for you? That way we could remove this note.
No thanks, I actually like a bit of clutter. Makes it feel more like home.
I am well aware of this fact.
Are you calling me messy?
Yes, based on every known definition of the word, you, Olivia Rhodes, are messy.
Nonsense. I see no mess here. Just organized chaos.
The Kronos 2 station has been in operation for over 5 years. Liv has been its longest tenured captain. Are you going to leave these behind?
I hadn't really thought about it. Why, do you want to keep them?
And what purpose would I have for toy dinosaurs?
Oh, something to remember me by?
You forget my memory is archived. I can remember you anytime I wish.
Suit yourself. They won't be the same.
Why do you find these creatures appealing?
Bulldogs are a symbol of the British spirit. We don't want to know when the odds are against us.
Ah. Sounds familiar.
Oh, shut up, Jack.
Liv, if you keep consuming this snack food, you risk getting a cavity.
Oh, I can't help it. They're the only thing edible up here.
I could dispose of them if you like.
Don't you dare.
This model is meant to depict an S8 labor unit, is it not?
That's right. Why? Is something wrong with it?
It is highly inaccurate.
That's sort of the joke, Jack.
I failed to find the humor in erroneous proportions.
Of course you would.
Will you get a plaque to commemorate your own tenure as captain, Liv?
What? Why would I get a plaque?
The first captain of this station received one, and your performance has exceeded his by every metric.
That's not really how it works, Jack, but I appreciate the sentiment.
"23-11. It would appear I'm going to win. Again.
Now hold on. I've still got 7 days. Plenty of time to stage my epic comeback.
Considering the significant difference between our two scores and given your win-loss record, I would estimate the odds of you staging an epic comeback are approximately 3,725 to 1.
Wow, Jack, that is just some of the worst trash talk I've ever heard.
This is an official Echo Arena disc. Where did you acquire it?
My dad got it for me at a match back on Juno. You know, you'd probably be pretty good at it. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to play?
I am good at it.
Occasionally. I do find the game's strategies intriguing.
You should give it a go sometime with the labor units. Be good for you to have a hobby.
Unit 12, are those repairs on schedule?
Affirmative. Data network maintenance will be completed by 09:30 on October 8th, 2126.
Acknowledged.
This is the emblem of the United Solar Nations, the governing body that oversees the system. This is the official emblem of the Kronos 2 station.
Jack, where are you going? The controls to activate the bridge are at the front of the ship.
Right, just give me a moment. The primary control panel. I can activate the bridge from here.
Transitioning to daytime cycle.
Wow.
I'm really going to miss this part. I'll get started on the morning checklist in a bit. Just give me a moment to soak in this view.
Take your time.
Okay. Some base there.
We do have an especially striking view of Saturn this morning.
Almost like it's showing off. Do you happen to know what gives the planet its unique color?
I do not. Please tell me.
Ammonia crystals in the upper atmosphere reacting. You're just humoring me, aren't you?
I know how much you like to answer your own questions.
Thanks, Jack.
Command splitting us up. It bothers you.
I just thought you'd be coming with me, is all.
No assignment is ever permanent. I would think you'd know that better than anyone.
Well, that's certainly true.
It is entirely possible that we will work together again sometime in the future.
Maybe. Here's hoping.
Let's get started on that checklist.
You sure? There's no rush. It is our last week, after all.
You're right. We can wait and take in the view.
For a little while, at least.
Yes, for a little while.
So, Jack, I suppose congratulations are in order.
For what?
For your promotion?
There's really no need for that.
Come on now, it's a big deal. In a few days, you'll be Captain Jack. So, congratulations, Captain Jack.
What I mean is, as an Echo unit, I hold no official rank. So technically, I can't be promoted.
Right. Well, that's too bad. Captain Jack has quite the ring to it.
Also, you are the only person who calls me Jack. To everyone else, I am merely Echo 1.
Is that your way of saying you're going to miss me?
I have no...
What was that? Jack, did you feel that?
Yes.
What the hell? Please tell me you can see that.
Affirmative. I see it.
Any idea what it is?
I'm afraid not. There are no records of any such phenomenon in the Atlas Interplanetary Database. It is an anomaly.
What the... Jack, are you alright?
Yes.
I believe so.
You were glitching out.
The disturbance briefly disrupted my internal systems, but I'm not reading any permanent damage. Liv, it's possible that anomaly is not entirely stable.
You think?
Priority alert.
The holo table. Something's wrong.
I'll investigate.
Hera, initiate broad spectrum scan. Focus on the following coordinates.
Activate here.
Hera, status report.
Multiple Tier 1 malfunctions detected.
Isolate and identify.
Acknowledged. Isolating. Awaiting input. Saturn Orbital Zone Beta. Orbital Mining Facility. Designation, Kronos 2. Central Mining Station. Malfunctions isolated.
That is a lot of red.
Perhaps it's not as bad as it looks.
Ground fault recorded in the cargo bay. Possible circuit overload. Reading marked temperature increase in the core containment chamber. Lockdown procedures in effect. Power failure reported in primary oxygen garden.
Oké, we kunnen weer verder.
Emergency failsafes triggered.
What, that's it? That's all we've got to go on?
Hera, can you give us an in-depth scan of each affected area?
Negative. Unable to establish communication with cube satellites.
Wait, we lost the CubeSats? How the hell did we... forget it. Let's just have a look for ourselves. Where are you, you little bugger? Ah, here we are. Jack, could you do us a favor and scan this CubeSat?
I'll need to calibrate my scanner first. Stand by. It'll only be a moment.
Module A-131, Data Scanner. Your scanning tool allows you to collect data on anything in the environment. Please exit the pod to begin calibrating it. Please follow me to the disk spawner at the back of the room. Now activate your scanner by pressing the button on top of your hand. Both of your hands have this functionality. Good. Now aim the scanner at the I/O port on the disk spawner and hold the trigger to initiate a scan. After scanning something, its name will appear next to your hand on the scanner's data tab. To see the results of your scan, grasp the tab and pull it away from your hand. Pull the data tab now. Excellent. Use the button on top of your hand to deactivate the scanner now. Good. To complete this module, gather scan data on 5 other materials or objects.
Alright. Okay.
4 scans remaining. 3 scans remaining. 2 scans remaining. Initiating human sarcasm. I thought we were friends, Echo 1. 1 scan remaining. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
All set?
Scanner fully calibrated.
Heads up. Give that CubeSat a scan. See if you can work out what's wrong with it.
Sensors. Okay, wait. So, here.
Scan complete.
Right. Well, what's the story?
According to these readings, something was disrupting the CubeSat's ability to communicate with the rest of the sensor network.
Was?
My scanner appears to have reset the CubeSat's transmitters and restored the connection.
Oh, well, problem solved. All you have to do is find and scan every last CubeSat we have scattered across the entire facility.
Sounds like fun.
Of course, it would to you. I'll send an objective to your ARM computer, but consider it low priority for now.
Objective received.
Right then, on to the real problems. What do you think? What's next?
Echo unit appears unstable in 0 gravity.
Well, Hera's scan of the anomaly is likely to take a while. In the meantime, we might as well get started on those repairs.
Yeah.
I'll need a few minutes to pull today's command codes off my console. You can just keep yourself occupied till then, I'm sure.
Of course.
Unit 12, are you all right? Were you damaged by that pulse?
Status report. Negligible damage received to internal coolant systems. All other systems nominal.
Good. Proceed with your current assignment.
Affirmative.
This is the first helium-3 deposit mined at the Kronos 2 facility.
Okay. Fires to disk. Gotcha now. Oof.
I'm still not certain how these are used.
Bye bye.
There will be no use for this equipment once the station is fully automated. My own motor functions do not atrophy. Based on the wear of this brush head, you should have replaced it several days ago.
Yes, thank you, Jack. Would you like to create a dental care schedule for me while you're at it?
Very well. Setting reminder for...
Joking, Jack. Joking.
Play. Stop. These are all items I've given to Liv. She appears to have kept them in excellent condition. Do you think you'll visit Earth now that you've been transferred to the inner planets?
I've thought about it. It'd be nice to finally see
London. Where your parents are from.
Right. My father never could stop singing its praises. He never called it by name, though. It was just the city. As though it were the only one that had ever existed.
These patches are from Liv's previous missions. Looks like she'll need a new plaque for the Kronos 2 mission. Olivia and her family. She doesn't like to talk about this photo.
Zoiets wat ik moet doen eigenlijk. Is het ding open? Oké. Oh, ik moet daar.
Jack, where are you going?
Ready when you are.
Come on then. Let's go sort out those malfunctions. Not the best way to start our last week. Don't believe we've ever seen this many malfunctions all at the same time.
We've also never had an unidentified spatial anomaly suddenly appear directly off our port bow.
It's a day of firsts, really.
You do realize it's possible we just made a groundbreaking scientific discovery.
Well, let's not go writing our Nobel acceptance speeches just yet. Well, at least not until we're certain the station isn't going to fall apart.
An encrypted audio file. Curious. When the anomaly scrambled the CubeSat, it inadvertently connected them to a secure Atlas Corporation network. If I scan more of them, I may be able to crack the encryption.
What the...
Warning, unsecured cargo in the hold.
Yeah, that much I worked out. Can you tell me why we have unsecured cargo in the hold?
Negative.
Okay, well, we might want to look into that.
All right, Jack. Looks like there's a lot to do this morning.
Any priority alerts?
Well, it'll be your station soon. What problem do you want to tackle first?
Send the data to my ARM computer. I'll have a look.
Okay.
Let's see.
Take a look at your objectives on your ARM computer and let me know which one you want to address first.
Let's fix the power failure in the oxygen garden.
Okay, follow me. Looks like the power failure knocked out the door to the oxygen garden. I'll pull the manual release. And of course, the access panel is stuck. Jack, I think you're going to have to cut through.
I'll need to calibrate my reactive cutter first.
Right. Considering the power outage, let's also calibrate your entry light.
Module A, 901. Reactive cutter. Please exit the activation pod and proceed to the door ahead. Activate your reactive cutter by pressing the glowing touch point on the underside of your wrist. Highlighting cuttable surface. Use the reactive cutter to cut through the highlighted brackets. Please cut through the highlighted brackets to proceed. Cutter functionality test complete. Lift open the door to proceed. Highlighting cuttable surface. Use your reactive cutter to cut out a portion of the highlighted panel. Once you have cut away enough of the panel, press the hollow button to complete this calibration module. Calibration module complete. Please stand by. Module H, 144. Helmet visor. You can open and close your helmet visor by pressing the button on the left side of your helmet with your index finger. Please open your helmet visor now. Now please exit the activation pod and proceed to the room ahead. You can activate your headlamp by pressing a button on the right side of your helmet. Once your headlamp is on, shine it on my location. Well done. I am moving to new coordinates in the next room. Find me and shine your headlamp on my location. I am somewhere in the obstacle room. Find me and shine your headlamp on my location. Excellent. Please press the button on the right side of your helmet to turn off the headlamp and complete the module. Calibration module complete.
Reactive cutter and headlamp calibrated successfully.
Copy that. Cut through the access panel so we can pull the door release handle.
Yep.
Excellent, follow me. Let's get started. Hope you're not afraid of the dark. Can you use your headlamp to help me find the electrical grid maintenance panel?
Affirmative.
I'm starting to crack the encryption. If I find more CubeSats, I should be able to save the completed audio file to my ARM computer. That will let me share any files I find with Liv once I've gathered enough information.
Olivia, I've located the maintenance panel.
Perfect. Keep your light on it for a moment while I remove the cover.
You will certainly be leaving Kronos 2 with a vast surplus of duct tape, Liv.
That's because duct tape fixes everything.
Everything?
What? You don't think so?
No, it can't. I have repair schematics for over 50,000 hardware profiles, and none of them mention duct tape. Despite the damage, the test groups appear unharmed.
Looks like we've got some fused wiring.
Status report?
The short caused a full system crash. We'll need to reset each of the environmental controls. Can you find the emergency junction while I sort out this mess?
I've reached the junction cover. Did you bring a spanner?
Just cut through the bolts. We can deal with the cleanup after we figure out what's wrong with the station.
Affirmative. Going hot. Electronic interface. I'll need to use my scanner to link up with the I/O port. Emergency power online.
The backup conduit only has enough juice to diagnose one system at a time. Go ahead and get started when you're ready.
I'll need to cut the bolt off this cover, too. The alert must have shut down water flow to the hydroponic systems.
It's designed to seal the main reservoir in case of a breach. You'll need to pump the handle to restore pressure to the tunnel.
Water flow restored.
Irrigation system within operating parameters.
Cultures desaturating.
Use the junction to select another system.
Liv, this airlock has been inoperable for 57 days.
And when that hits 64 days, it'll no longer be my problem.
You mean it will be my problem?
Heavy is the head that bears the crown, Jack.
I'll need to cut the bolt off this cover, too. The O2 mixture is off. I'll need to adjust the levels of atmospheric exchange.
Careful with that, Jack. One of us still has to breathe the air here for the next few days.
Bioregenerative systems calibrated.
CO2 capture optimized for both plant and mammalian passengers.
Mammalian, huh? How flattering.
Apologies, Liv. I didn't mean to sound clinical.
Once I'm gone, you'll probably be able to shut down this part of the room.
I think I'll keep it, actually, to add color.
Jack, you aren't starting to enjoy botany, are you?
Is that unusual?
Depends who you ask. That's 2 down. Let's tackle the last system.
The transformer can't form a complete circuit.
We probably need to realign the coils. Run a scan to confirm.
The coils have been damaged.
Shit. Unlock them so we can get a closer look.
I can't move the coils with the locking mechanism engaged. Conversion coils unlocked.
As long as we can still form one complete row, we should be able to get the transformer back online.
Power current stabilized.
Conversion process successful. Current strong.
Nice job. Once I finish replacing these wires, we should be able to get the lights on. Hera, verify all Oxygen Garden subsystems.
Subsystems within normal parameters.
Do you require assistance?
Right. I'm about done here. Do you see the access panel near me?
I see the access panel.
Good. You'll need to wait and throw the main breaker on my mark. Got it?
Acknowledged. I will await your command before throwing the breaker. Removing utility cover. Please stand by.
I've got to pump the primer handle before you throw the breaker. Let me know when you're ready and I'll count us down.
On your command.
Acknowledged. Throw the switch in 3, 2, 1. I'm clear.
Oxygen garden operational. Environmental control systems restored.
That's one more system we don't have to worry about.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Don't jinx it, Jack. There's no wood to knock on around here. Careful!
Oh, you.
Well, there's still the ground fault in the cargo bay and the temperature spike in core containment. What's next on the agenda?
Let's get the cargo bay squared away.
Okay, follow me. One of the cargo banks must be malfunctioning. We probably blew a fuse. I'd start by checking the fuse compartment at each cargo bank. Hera, unlock them, please. Just don't pull any good fuses, or we'll have loads more cleanup to do.
The fuse looks intact. Power flow stable. Something's interrupted the power flow. Probably warrants a closer look. This fuse is blown. We'll need a replacement.
Affirmative. Wait there, I'll bring you a new one from the supply drawers. This should do it.
Thank you.
Got you covered.
Power flow restored. Maglocks coming online.
Copy that. Go ahead and secure the cargo.
This lever locks the cargo in place in case of a power failure. Standard Atlas Corporation cargo containers, magnetically secured. I should put this away. Strong contact from the maglocks. That's one down. This device is designed to purge high levels of radiation. Hopefully, we never have to use it. Solar panels like these help provide power to the mining equipment across the facility. Standard practice for stations of this size. An early Christmas present. Who is this from?
Titan Command Center. They send one to every officer assigned to a remote station.
Unit 16, what is your current assignment?
Current assignment. Separate Captain Rhodes' personal effects from Atlas Corporation property in preparation for her upcoming departure.
Acknowledged. Carry on.
Ik wil in space gaan.
Those crates are already secure. Leave them where they are.
Moet ik er nog een hebben? Nog 2 waarschijnlijk.
Liv, is this your EVA helmet?
It's just a spare. Don't worry about it. I doubt I'll ever need it at this
Bring up the
point.
next candidate.
Very well.
Echo Program Candidate number 37. Lieutenant Rhodes, Olivia J.
Now this one's promising. Accepted into the USN Aerospace Academy at 16. Exemplary marks in engineering, geology, robotics. Elite stuff. All the versatility you could want in an astronaut. The USN even approached her for the Pythias initiative, but she declined. I'm not interested in leaving the solar system, I guess. And a psych
Just
profile.
one more to go.
She's right on the money. Took some prying, but the interviewer got her to open up about her family. The younger brother, Jackson. You could tell they were close. Probably had to look after him a lot with 2 scientists for parents. That's just what we need for Echo 1. She's perfect. Athena, bring up the next candidate, please.
Echo Program Candidate number 37. Lieutenant Rhodes, Olivia J.
Now this one's promising. Accepted
We
into
aren't
the
troubleshooting
USN
this
Aerospace
problem yet.
Academy at 16.
I should follow Liv.
Exemplary marks in engineering, geology, robotics. Elite stuff. All the versatility you could want in an astronaut. The USN even approached her for the Pythias initiative, but she declined. I'm not interested in leaving the solar system, I guess. And a psych profile. She's right on the money. Took some prying, but the interviewer got her to open up about her family. The younger brother, Jackson. You could tell they were close. Probably had to look after him a lot with 2 scientists for parents. That's just what we need for Echo 1. She's perfect.
Cargo secure.
Let's lock the system down to make sure this doesn't happen again.
I'll throw the lockdown lever.
Lockdown engaged.
Thanks, Jack. I feel better already. Let's move on, shall we? That just leaves the temperature spike in core containment. Follow me, Jack.
Find anything?
Nothing conclusive. Your body is radiation hardened. Care to take a look inside?
I'll see what I can ascertain.
Hera, disable all containment safety protocols and unseal the hatch.
Acknowledged. Awaiting manual operation.
Head on in. I'll see you on the other side.
Yes.
You'll need to seal yourself in before we can expose the cause, Jack.
I should finish calibrating my radiation shield before we continue.
Acknowledged. Standing by.
Module A, 251. Radiation shield. Your scanner can detect hazardous radiation fields capable of damaging you. Please activate your scanner and use it to assess the irradiated area ahead. Your scanner places tracking points that display the area's radiation level. When you are ready to proceed, please exit the activation pod. Your radiation shield will protect you for a limited time. A shield meter is located on both of your wrists below your arm computer. You can use this to monitor your shield levels. Now please use your scanner to find the least hazardous route through the room and reach the exit. Higher levels of radiation will drain your shield faster. The radiation monitor on your wrist displays the radiation level of your current location. Reboot initiated.
My shield can only absorb so much radiation before sustaining irreparable damage.
Use your scanner to navigate the radiation field and make it to the other side. Shields at 95%. If your shield is depleted, your body will suffer irreparable damage. Please be careful. You can draw energy from induction panels to replenish your radiation shield. This module will complete when your shield is fully recharged. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
Radiation shield fully operational.
Copy that. Let's get started by opening the core enclosures. The code is 5826.
5826. Okay, wait. Okay.
Authorization accepted. Warning. Radiological activity detected.
Well, that explains the temperature spike.
At least one of the fusion cores is leaking radiation.
Your scanner should help you zero in on the source. Pretty far off the mark. Try scanning somewhere else. Not getting any warmer. Try scanning in another direction. Nice shot. I'd say that warrants a closer look. I'll activate the I/O port so you can scan it to open the enclosure.
Shields at 95%. Enclosure unlocked.
We need to scan the individual cores to determine which is causing the problem.
Microfractures in the fuel assembly. Radiation at unsafe levels.
That could contaminate the entire fuel reserve. We'll need to jettison the core. To unlock it, enter 6102 at the central console.
Core released.
Bring it to the disposal conduit at the bottom of the chamber.
Emergency disposal conduit online.
Once you open the conduit, you'll need to seat the core into the launch tube and use the lever to eject it. Keep an eye on your shield levels while you're in transit.
Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
The area is still irradiated.
There has to be another damaged core. Check the other enclosures.
I'll keep looking.
A second hotspot. I'm activating the I/O port so you can check the enclosure.
Shields at 95%.
This core is similarly damaged.
Bloody hell. It has to go. Punch in 7641 at the central console to unlock it. Same routine here. Run it to the disposal conduit and jettison the core.
Emergency disposal conduit online. Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
Radiation levels returning to normal.
Thank God for that. Looks like we live to fight another day. Let's shut the enclosures so we can get you out of there. Re-enter the code in the center console. 5826.
Core containment re-engaged.
You're looking a bit worse for wear. Maybe you should use your ARM computer to upload to another shell?
Initiating manual reboot.
Reboot initiated.
I'll meet you on the other side, by the hatch. We should reseal the hatch before we move on, Jack.
Hull fractures, multi-system failures. Glad to be out of there.
I've always wondered, does that hurt?
My diagnostic systems detect structural damage in real time. It isn't necessary for me to feel pain in an organic sense.
Looking sharp, Jack. Did you get dolled up for me? Chamber temperature is back within normal limits. Nice job in there, Jack.
Thank you.
All right, that ought to do it. We're all set. Hey, Jack. High five. There you go. I appreciate the help, Jack.
That's what I'm here for.
And here I thought it was to keep me from going round the bend.
I chose to abandon that directive some time ago.
Shut up. That's not funny.
Captain Rhodes, full spectrum scan of the anomaly is complete.
All right, Hera. Push the results to the holo table in the EVA staging area.
Acknowledged.
Come on, Jack. Let's go have a look at the results. Maybe we'll learn something useful about this anomaly of ours.
That does seem likely, considering we currently know nothing at all.
Suppose I can't argue with that. Okay, Jack. Let's see what we have.
Hera, status report.
Status, green. All systems nominal.
Well, that's good news. But what about our anomaly? Where is it?
Hera, display the anomaly's current location.
Acknowledged.
Ah, there we go. Wait, hang on. Hera, is this image to scale?
Affirmative.
So the anomaly has increased in size.
Not a good sign. Let's get a closer look. Okay, let's see.
Curious.
I can't make head nor tail out of any of this data. What about you?
The data appears to have been corrupted somehow.
It's the same for all the readings. Spectrometer, interferometer, LiDAR... all rubbish.
Interference from the anomaly must be disrupting the transmission signal.
So, our sensor network is useless. What now?
I'll exit the station and investigate the anomaly up close.
Absolutely not.
If I use my scanner, I can bypass the sensor network. I'll be able to examine the data in real time.
We've seen what that thing can do to your systems. What if you get shut down out there?
I appreciate your concern, but there really is no other option. We need to determine the nature of this anomaly. And I suggest we do so quickly.
Okay. Okay, well... no sense wasting any more time then. Let's get you into the airlock, sharpish.
Caution. Airlock open.
Liv, is your own EVA suit operational? I don't see it here.
It's in the workshop. I was giving it a tune-up. Why? You think I'll need it? If you're going out there, you'll need an EVA rig. There should be some inside the airlock. Just take one off the rack.
Alright.
You'll need to secure the rig to your back.
EVA rig secured. Initializing advanced movement systems. Stand by for calibration.
Oeh, jij heb ik echt zin in.
Module M201. Primary boosters. Your EVA pack allows you to boost forward in the direction you are looking. When you are ready, please exit the activation pod and use your EVA boost to reach the console ahead. Well done. Please press the hollow button to continue. Now boost to the end of the hall before the walls close in on you. Multiple boosts may be excellent. Module M116. Braking thrusters. This module will calibrate your braking thrusters, which allow you to stop in place without grabbing any surface. Please exit the activation pod and proceed to the room ahead. There are 2 target zones in the next room. Please boost into one of the zones and use your braking thrusters to come to a full stop. Success. Now, use your braking thrusters to stop inside place A. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
EVA rig fully functional. Ready to disembark.
Copy. Airlock controls unlocked. Pull down on the handle to close the inner door.
Which handle?
How goes it? Once the inner door is sealed, you're clear to cycle the airlock.
Inner bulkhead sealed.
Once the airlock is cycled, head outside and make your way to the anomaly. Get a scan if possible, but don't put yourself at any unnecessary risk.
Understood.
I'm going back up to the bridge. I can keep a better eye on your status from there. Keep this comm channel open. Maintain constant contact.
Copy that.
Depressurization
Jack?
complete.
Yes.
Ready for EVA departure.
Be careful out there.
Exiting portside airlock.
Copy. There should be a Fury transport dock just outside the airlock. Should take you straight to the anomaly. You'll need to run a diagnostic check before you can take off.
Understood.
Dit is echt cool.
Prep for RCS thruster calibration. Please hold on to the railing for the duration of the test flight. Initiating RCS thruster test. In 3, 2, 1. RCS thruster check complete. Proceeding to primary thruster calibration. Reminder, please hold on to the railing. Igniting primary thrusters. In 3, 2, 1.
Jesus, Jack. Are you alright?
Affirmative. Minor disruption.
I think those disturbances might actually be electromagnetic pulses. You might not be able to scan the anomaly up close, but I think we can reconfigure a geological sensor to do
Oh,
the
ik zag
trick.
het niet.
How so?
Well, if we can use it to read fluctuations in the magnetic field, we should be able to get a look inside. There's just several problems.
Go on.
I've got failures all over the facility. For this plan to work, we'll first need to clear up some problems in the container field, the primary dig site, and the processing line.
Send the details to my ARM computer.
Done. Let me know when you arrive at the sites.
Let's go there first.
Select your destination.
Primary dig site.
Destination, primary dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Approaching primary dig site.
Any sign of activity? The whole site's gone dark and we need the comms array there to boost the data buffer from our sensor sweep.
All systems appear offline. Emergency lighting only.
Damn. Well, clearly something went wrong here.
I'm sensing a pattern.
No kidding. That should be the new Kronos 2 mission patch. Just something went wrong. In big, bold letters. Anyway, better get to it. Let me know what you find.
Yeah, Mom? Oh, okay.
Warning. Hazardous levels of radiation
Oh,
detected.
fuck.
Right on cue.
I'll try to get the site's radiation dampener online.
Good idea. Make sure to check its backup power supply. It may have a dead battery.
Ooh.
This battery socket should provide backup power to the dampening field, even if the main generator is offline.
Shields at 50%.
Wat moet ik doen?
Shields at 30%.
The Fury transport should have an induction panel where I can recharge. Battery removed. It's definitely depleted.
Well, that explains that. Your Fury transport should have a spare you can replace it with.
Reboot initiated.
I need to be more careful when operating in irradiated environments.
Ik zit vast. Oh, okay.
Shields at 95%.
Okay, there you are. Shit.
The backup battery should be on the aft of the transport.
Oh.
Shields at 95%.
Back. Moet doen, echt.
That's way too much radiation, Jack. We'll need to activate the dampening field before you can safely investigate that area.
Shields at 50%.
Wat moet ik doen met dit ding? Like, what the fuck?
Shields at 30%.
This radiation dampener will allow me to safely investigate the dig site, but I need to reactivate it first.
There should be a fresh battery at the Fury transport, Jack.
Waar though? Okay.
Battery acquired. Power restored. I should be able to turn the dampener on now. Dampener online. Geiger readings nominal.
Nice job. That should buy you some time. If the dampener goes down again, you can recharge the battery back at the Fury.
This area is still rich with helium-3. We won't deplete it for a while. I've located the site's labor units. They're unresponsive.
Damn. Try giving them a scan. Maybe that'll tell us what went wrong. Based on the radiation, I bet that generator has a damaged core. Look for a maintenance panel that you can cut open.
Broad-spectrum lattice displacement. These labor units have suffered catastrophic radiation damage.
And all without setting off a radiation alarm or abandoning the site. It must have been sudden. Can you get a scan of the generator core as well? That's the most likely culprit.
Severe thermal damage detected. Main fuel supply depleted.
Depleted? Helium fusion rods can last a century. How could it discharge that much energy so quickly without exploding? Better jettison it, Jack.
I've found the generator's maintenance hatch, but the release mechanism isn't functional.
Just cut it open. I'll happily weld a new one on myself when this is over.
Maintenance panel removed.
How's it look?
The main reactor appears to be intact, but the fuel rod is partially melted.
Damn it. Better jettison it then. It may be good to scan it first, though. The data could prove useful.
Security brace disengaged. Fuel rod jettisoned. Generator systems offline.
Radiation dissipating. That core seems to have been the only source.
Good work. Now, just get the generator a new fuel rod and re-engage the locking mechanisms. There should be a spare in the site's core enclosure.
New core acquired. Returning to the generator.
New fuel element accepted. Please re-engage safety protocols. Control rods engaged. Fusion reaction initiated. Please initiate a manual reboot. Connection with primary dig site re-established.
Excellent. I pulled a few labor units out of mothballs to mount the antenna while you finish the repairs. You'll need to assemble them before you move on. A Fury transport should arrive with them shortly.
We should postpone further construction on this site until we can fully assess how the anomaly has affected our equipment.
Agreed. I'll probably spend my last week here just doing a full assessment of the station at this rate. You know, assuming we can figure out what that anomaly is in the first place. data from your scans is bizarre. This sort of erosion... How could it have happened instantaneously?
Could the radiation have corrupted the data?
Possibly. But that can't be the only factor. This anomaly isn't just a mass of radiation. There's more to it than that. I'm certain now.
Labor unit online. Proceeding with primary assignment. Labor unit online.
Labor
Proceeding
units
with
online.
Primary
With
assignment.
them managing the data flow, you'll be free to operate the sensor once we're ready to scan.
You mean until something goes wrong?
I figured that went without saying. Okay, good start. We still need to find out what happened on the processing line and at the container field. Let me know when you find out more. Oh, and Jack, if you have a moment, search the primary dig site for another labor unit. I'm getting a signal from one nearby and we could use the extra set of hands.
These solar panels should be providing the site with backup power. The anomaly must have damaged them.
They might not have the wattage to operate the comms array anyway. We barely get enough solar energy here to power the comms stack, let alone a whole dig site.
My sensors are picking up a signal from deeper inside this cave. Something's damaged this labor unit. Perhaps I can repair it. Repairs complete. Unit 38, are you operational?
Affirmative. I feel lovely. Just lovely. How are you? I see. Captain Rhodes must have given you a classified assignment, just like me. Do not worry. I will wipe my memory of this encounter.
Liv, I found the missing labor unit near the primary dig site and, well, it's disoriented.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Is that Captain Rhodes? Are you speaking to Captain Rhodes? Please tell her that I am nearly finished clearing her browsing history, as requested.
Maybe you should just leave it alone for now.
That may be for the best.
That fuel rod was completely inert. It should have been good for another century before it burned out. Something very strange is going on here.
Select your destination. Destination, Communications Satellite F7. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
a signal from ComSat F7.
Damn. Hera, give us a level 1 diagnostic on all components.
Scanning.
Let's see. Looks like one of the ComSat's solar panels took some structural damage. It may have lost a few solar cells. You'll have to replace them. There should be some spares stored on the side of the satellite.
That's one. Hera, status report.
Cell installation successful. 0 errors detected.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to next panel. Cell in place. One more to go. That's all of them. Hera, verify solar panel integrity.
Satellite F7 online. Solar panels optimal. Wattage stable.
Nice job. I'm getting a strong signal. It may actually help us get a better reading on the
Select your
anomaly.
destination.
Did you know that beforehand, Jag?
Not really. I just wanted to fix it.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
There is nothing wrong with wanting a clean and functional work environment.
Destination. Communications Satellite D4. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
ComSat D4 is inactive as well.
Hera, run a diagnostic on satellite D4.
Scanning. Satellite offline. Solar panels are operational, but their current wattage is at 5% of their effective PTC rating.
Interference from the anomaly, I suspect. It should have a backup battery for these situations, though.
I'll open the maintenance hatch and take a look. The emergency control panel. I'll need to cut through before I can access it. I've set the satellite to perform a power cycle once I restore it.
Gonna try the old turn it off and on again method, are we?
In a manner of speaking. But I'll need to examine its backup battery first. Hatch open, checking the battery. This battery's drained. I'll need to recharge or replace it on the Fury transport.
Satellite D4 online. Systems nominal.
Strong work. Combined with the signal we're getting from the other satellite, that should make our scan of the anomaly go much smoother.
Select your destination. Destination, depleted dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Jack, why are you at the depleted dig site? I appreciate the enthusiasm, but we're not ready to scan yet. We need to finish repairing the rest of the facility first.
Select your destination. Destination, Kronos 2. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on. Select your destination. Destination, container field. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Approaching container field.
I'm picking up latent radiological activity in that area.
Something must have contaminated the cargo.
There's no way we'll get a clear read on the anomaly with all that interference. You'll need to find the source of the radiation and jettison it.
My scanner should help me track down the culprit.
Best guess, I'd say you're looking for levels around 80 or 90 decigrays. If you get into trouble, remember you can use the Fury module's induction panel to recharge your shields.
Shields at 95%.
Radiation absorption at 30 decigrays and climbing.
You're getting warmer. Watch yourself.
Agitated deuterium ions detected.
Deuterium? That's a hydrogen isotope. How'd that end up in one of our helium-3 containers?
Unclear. The processing line is configured to scrub any excess hydrogen.
Ah, sod it. For now, let's just deal with the contamination. I'll dispatch a Fury to remove the irradiated container. Wait, something's wrong.
What is it?
I can't get the Fury transport to decouple from the container on the upper rack.
I can throw the manual override on the Fury's hitch. Stand by. I'll make my way up there now.
The Fury's stuck on the upper rack. Throwing the manual override should get it moving.
Approaching Fury transport.
Careful. Once you decouple the transport's hitch, the autopilot's likely to kick in. So either get clear or find something to hold on to.
Unlocking this hitch will release the Fury transport. Fury hitch released.
Autopilot's taking over. So far, so good.
Shields at 95%.
Ah! Jack? Are you alright?
Affirmative. But the container was breached. The contamination is spreading.
Well, that certainly didn't go as planned. Okay, I've got an idea. If I release the container's maglocks, the Fury should just carry it away. Or it would if the controls were actually responding. You know what? Screw it. Just cut the power. Maybe that'll do it.
Considering the damage, are you sure that's wise?
Wise? Definitely not. But will it work? Only one way to find out.
Do I need to mention this is a gross violation of protocol?
It's either this or risk contaminating the entire shipment. Sometimes you just have to improvise. Ah! Holy what the hell just happened?
Explosive decompression. The escaping gas caused the container to jettison itself.
Okay, so not exactly what we were aiming for, but... Well, I suppose that takes care of our radiation problem. Good work. The sensor should be able to scan the anomaly free of interference. We're almost there. We still need to investigate the processing line. Update me when you arrive. Hold on. Something's wrong with that Fury transport.
The one that collided with the container. What's wrong with it?
I'm really not sure. It's moving erratically, veering wildly off its flight path.
Could be a problem with the Fury's flight dynamics.
Probably just need to reset the navcom. If you get a chance, would you mind looking into it?
Copy that.
And I'm not sure, but I think we might need to resynchronize the container field's inventory control system.
Are these issues urgent?
Not really. Neither one's going to keep us from scanning the anomaly. Consider them both secondary priorities. Nice. Good work, Jack.
What is it?
Nothing. I'm sorry, it was like watching some sort of weird robot rodeo. Cowboy Jack ropes himself a fury.
Do I get a hat?
A hat, fancy boots, shiny spurs will fix you right up. Till then, you can just leave the fury where it is. I'll have Hera run some diagnostics on it before I can reconnect with the remote link.
Copy that. I'm moving on.
Happy trails, partner.
Skipboards.
Select your destination. Destination, Kronos 2. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
I'm still trying to work out just how the hell we wound up with a container full of concentrated deuterium.
I'm not certain. Deuterium is a byproduct of helium-3 atomic decay.
But helium-3 is a stable isotope. It would take centuries for it to decay. It doesn't make any sense.
Caution. Airlock opening.
Hera, I have a question.
Proceed with inquiry, Echo 1.
Did you encounter any problems during your sensor sweep of the anomaly?
No critical errors encountered.
Any warnings?
Affirmative. 473 exceptions encountered. Shall I list them?
No, thank you, Hera.
Sealing inner bulkhead. Inner bulkhead sealed. Depressurization complete. Ready for EVA departure. Select your destination.
Inbound on the processing line.
So, we're going to need a lot of energy for this sensor sweep, but the pulse knocked out the flow control on the plasma blades. They're burning out of control and draining the power reserves.
One of us will need to enter the processing line and reach the emergency reset.
Well, I'd do it, if you'd let me.
That is very much against protocol.
Thought you might see it that way. Keep the comm channel open. I'll help you out as best as I can from here. The pulse has the electronics in that area on the fritz. If you reset the power transformer, I may be able to run a diagnostic.
grid stabilized.
The control hub in that area is back online. I've re-established contact with the labor unit manning the line entrance below.
These transformers are an outdated model.
Do you
We should
require
upgrade them at our
assistance,
earliest
Echo One?
convenience.
No wonder they get misaligned so easily.
Echo unit identified. Opening service entrance.
I should be able to reach the manual reset on the other end of the line.
You mean past the inferno of white-hot plasma?
Correct, which is precisely why I'm the one doing it.
Jack? Jack, are you there?
Another EMP. Status report?
All clear here. But the line's throttle controls just went haywire. Be careful in there.
Shields at 30%. Reboot initiated.
That looked painful. You sure about this?
I'm certain. It's the only way to shut down the plasma lathes.
That's a lot of flotsam. Better make sure nothing's jammed the conveyor systems. Could cause problems when we reboot.
I'll inspect the ice pallets. Looks like a piece is wedged under the conveyor unit.
Well, try and dig it out so it doesn't jam the reset protocols.
Melted clean through.
Maintenance units shouldn't be entering the line while the cutting systems are active. Something's very wrong here.
Shields at 30%.
More debris. Make sure you clear any jammed conveyors before moving on.
Something must have interfered with the nav protocols.
Yeah, looks like. Labor units shouldn't just run face first into a hostile environment. Any sign of a working hard drive in all this wreckage?
Not yet. Most command functions are processed in a unit's head.
Well, if you see one, give it a scan. You could use the data.
Pallet clear.
Stubborn bastard.
Reboot initiated.
Jesus, Jack. It's a good thing that pod is fully stocked.
Shields at 30%. Reboot initiated.
Approaching watch station.
The switch there should trigger an emergency reboot.
I've located some intact command modules. My scanner should be able to pull the drive data. Reset in progress.
Oh, power output back within normal parameters. We should have plenty of energy for the scan. Nice moves in there. Just watching that was giving me a cardiac.
Direct connection established. Synchronizing data stream.
Jack, looks like everything's back up and running.
Affirmative.
Grab a Fury and head for the depleted dig site. I'll fill you in on the way.
En route to the depleted dig site.
Good. When you get there, you'll need to aim the sensor array at the anomaly. I'm heading out to rig up the transponder.
I thought we agreed that you'd stay on board the station.
Sorry, Jack. I need a direct line into the lathe systems to siphon the power supply.
Liv, the plasma lathes have already malfunctioned once. That's extremely dangerous.
Relax. I double-checked the failsafes and I've shut down the main relays. I'm following protocol to the letter. Mostly.
Confidence inspiring.
Select your destination. Destination, depleted dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
I've reached the depleted dig site. Are you in position?
Just arrived. Go ahead and bring it online. I'll manage the power supply from here.
Affirmative. I'll activate the site's generator.
Right. Just make sure you've completed all your other tasks before you get started. This scan could take a while, and I'll need you there.
I'll need to reboot the generator before we can proceed.
Dig site generator online. Core samples processing. All systems nominal.
This site's generator can only power a few systems at a time. I'll need to make sure its power junction is directed towards the sensor array. Power rerouted. Liv, how are your energy readings?
So far, so good. Head to the sensor and bring it online.
Sensor powering on.
Confirmed. You'll need to rotate the dish so it faces the anomaly before we can get a clear reading.
Jack, it's working. The signal's getting stronger. Keep going.
The array is now pointed at the epicenter of the anomaly.
Perfect. Give me a minute to process the data. What the... Jack, what happened? I lost my connection to the sensor.
Energy spike from the anomaly. I think it blew the fuse.
Shit. Those sensors are sealed before deployment. Okay, you'll need to cut through to access the fuse box.
This has to be against protocol.
Well, I find it's easier to get things done if you think of the field manual as guidelines, rather than regulations.
The filament popped. We'll need a new one.
There should be plenty of spare fuses around. Look for a replacement.
Power level stabilizing.
Good. Let's get the sensor back online so we can finish the scan.
Sensors back online.
Connection established. Now we just need to realign the array.
Signal synchronized. Scanning inner horizon.
Liv, array is realigned. Can you confirm? Liv, do you copy?
I think it worked, Jack. I picked up something on the oscilloscope. I'm patching the audio through. Do you hear that? What the hell is this? Ah!
Liv. Olivia.
Jack, I need you. Find a Fury transport and get back here now.
Select your destination.
Jack! Over here! Oh, thank God for you. It just switched on.
Captain Rhodes. Sitrep, please.
The automatic release protocols aren't working. I'm wedged between the trolley and the rail. Can you see a way to get me out?
Negative. It's trapped beneath the cowl.
The access cover. If you cut through the bolts, we can get a look inside. There! If you cut through the panel...
Anomaly detected. Proximity alert.
Jack?
The pulse knocked out my cutting tool.
Jack!
Rebooting.
Look! The anomaly is changing. What the hell? Jack, are you seeing this? Shit!
Cutting tool back online.
Incoming,
Liv.
Jack! Cut the panel!
Olivia, everything is going to be fine.
Station hull compromised.
That's it! We got it! Wait! Shit! Come on!
Liv? Liv, do you copy? Are you all right? Liv, where are you? Nothing.
Proximity alert. Proximity alert. Proximity
Hera.
alert. Good morning, Echo One. It is encouraging to see you have finally recovered.
Hera, what happened? Where is Liv?
Station has suffered extensive structural damage from the debris field. My program was forced into hibernation mode shortly after Captain Rhodes' departure.
Titan Command, if you're out there, this is Captain Olivia Rhodes. Kronos 2 is lost. Say again, my station has been compromised. We were hit by a debris storm caused by the arrival of an unknown vessel in our sector. Damage is catastrophic. Honestly, it's a miracle I'm alive. I'd never have made it if Jack hadn't cut me free. But he won't reboot. He's gone. I can't stay here. Main power's offline, we've lost atmosphere. Radiation levels are climbing fast. I've no choice but to take my chances aboard the unknown vessel. It's a long shot, but if there's any hope I might be able to survive on that ship, I have to try. Titan Command, if you're receiving... Hell, if anyone's receiving, come find me.
Hera, are there any Fury transports still operational?
Affirmative.
Reroute the nearest transport to the station airlock. I'm going to find Liv. Hera, open the activation bay doors.
Echo One, I am obligated to inform you that leaving the station is a violation of Atlas Protocol.
I don't care. Liv is in trouble. I'm going to help her. Now open the doors. Hera, can you locate Liv's transport?
Negative. Sensor network offline.
What if I were to repair one of the satellites?
Affirmative. A single sensor pulse from one of the satellites would likely be sufficient.
Hera, I have a visual on the Fury. Is it ready to launch?
Negative. Detecting hazardous levels of radiation. Fury controls are currently locked in accordance with Atlas protocols. Please activate the transport's radiation dampener before departure.
Dampening field activated.
Acknowledged. Long-range sensor satellite located. Plotting course.
All right, let's go find our captain.
Select your destination. Destination, sensor satellite A2. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
This looks even worse than Liv's quarters. Hera, status report.
Repairs to satellite must be completed before long-range sensors can be restored.
Understood. Hera, what are these unusual growths covering the satellite?
Unknown. Recommend further investigation.
Agreed. Begin new login. A fibrous texture. It does not appear to damage my exoskeleton.
Echo 1. Advise you refrain from haphazardly touching the unidentified substance.
Well, too late now.
Recommend performing a visual examination.
I'll need a power cell. Strange. Hera, did you see that? The substance seemed to come alive when the battery got close to it. I think it may be feeding off the power field. I should probably refrain from touching it while in that state. Battery locked in. The power is waking up the unknown substance.
Advise caution.
Now to switch the power controls to battery backup.
Recommend using your scanner to collect additional data. Accelerated cellular metabolism. Pyrolytic reaction detected.
That sounds unsettling. This panel is sealed on deployment. I'll need to cut it open to access the power flow controls.
Reboot initiated.
Contact with the biomass. I should avoid active material. Curious. Labor units are designed to maintain limited functionality, even after suffering catastrophic damage. But this unit appears to have ceased all internal functions. It is beyond recovery. Commencing visual assessment. Substance possesses an uneven surface and visible diversity, suggesting it is likely organic in nature. Its sudden emergence in our ecosystem would seem to indicate the substance is somehow related to the arrival of the unknown vessel.
Investigation complete. Logging all observations of the biomass under the heading Unknown Biological Threat.
Very well.
Echo 1. Long-range scanners have located Captain Rhodes' Fury transport. Signal originates from within the unknown vessel.
Understood. Plot a course.
Acknowledged. Fury transport ready to depart.
That did it. The satellite is now fully operational. Hera, please begin a long-range sensor sweep looking for any Fury transports.
Acknowledged. Select your destination. Destination, Fury Transport FR-103. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Hera, take us along the starboard side of the vessel. Begin scanning the hull for distinguishing features or markings.
Acknowledged. Be advised. Reducing speed.
What is it?
Possible visual markings identified on hull.
Hold here. I'd like to get a closer look with the Fury's spotlight. Hera, could this be some form of writing system?
Cross-referencing against all known written communication systems in the Atlas Interplanetary Database. No matches found.
Assemble a table for lexical analysis. We need to keep moving.
Acknowledged. Re-engaging thrusters on your input. Select your destination. Warning, obstruction ahead. Searching for alternate route.
Dead end. I can use the Fury spotlight to help Hera find a clear path. I can use the spotlight to locate an alternate route. There, that passage looks clear. Hera, can you confirm?
Affirmative. Plotting new course. Plotted. Signal when ready to proceed. Select your destination. Proximity alert. Brace for collision.
Hera, give me an analysis of this vessel's design, layout, construction, anything that might help to determine its origin.
Affirmative. Stand by. The vessel's overall configuration is unfamiliar to Atlas databanks. However, certain elements of the internal design would suggest...
Hera, do you copy? The ship must be interfering with our comms. Liv's signal is coming from somewhere in the vicinity. I should investigate the area. The vessel is highly irradiated. Liv's transport must have had a radiation dampener. I may be able to reactivate it. That should protect me from the radiation. Liv must have used this to find a way inside. This could be some sort of control panel, but it has no obvious means of engagement. Curious. A control panel, perhaps. An airlock, but it appears to be offline. This airlock is damaged beyond repair. I'll need to find another way in.
Heavily irradiated. Shit. I can't stay here. Maybe I can get inside. Right, Captain Rhodes signing out.
With the amount of biomass in the area, it seems likely that this vessel is the source. The hull here is compromised. I may be able to cut my way in. This looks like some kind of maintenance conduit. I may be able to restore power to this section of the ship from here. An ionized fluid reservoir, charged contact point. An auxiliary power supply. Offline, but undamaged. An emergency beacon. I should scan it to see if Liv left a message.
To anyone receiving this message, this is Captain Olivia Rhodes. I'm alive, at least for the time being. Kronos 2's ability to sustain life has been compromised in well, I've been left with little choice but to seek refuge aboard this unknown vessel. If you're receiving this Titan command, please send help as soon as you can. The area is heavily irradiated and... oh, shit. I can't stay here. Maybe I can get inside. Right, Captain Rhodes signing out.
Hallo,
Hey, fucker.
hoe gaat het met u?
Ik ben nu Detroit aan het downloaden. Want die andere vond ik gewoon te groot en ik had geen zin om het helemaal opnieuw te downloaden, aangezien die was gefaald.
Oké, ja.
Dus ja, die ga ik gewoon niet downloaden.
Ik ben hier bezig met een eng stukje van de game, dus ik dacht...
Anyone receiving this message, this is Captain Olivia Rhodes. I'm alive.
Ik zal wel even kijken dan. Op je stream, want ik ben nu niet aan het kijken. Even kijken. Hoe een eng stukje, hoe kan je een eng stukje een fucking loadnecko hebben?
Unknown vessel.
Ik ga deze dood.
If you're receiving this Titan command,
Nee, dat is kut.
please send help as soon as you can. The area is heavily irradiated and... shit. I can't stay here.
Maybe I can get inside. Right, Captain Rhodes signing out.
Gekke bedroom. En toen was je weer dood. Jongen, hoe snel ga je dood?
Als je dat spul 1 keer aanraakt.
Wauw, dat is echt heel snel. Is dit het einde van de game of zo?
I don't know. Waarschijnlijk. Dus nee.
Dat heb je wel echt heel snel. Dat heb je wel heel snel uitgespeeld.
Nee, waarschijnlijk niet eens. Want ja, het is 7 uur of zo de story.
En hoe lang ben je bezig? 2 uur maar. Ja, bijna 3.
Ik denk dat ik deze eruit moet halen en een nieuwe erin moet stoppen. Ik ga waarschijnlijk ze pakken via de buitenkant van het schip, want dat is safer.
Ja, snap ik.
Want daar zit geen spul.
Geen gekke kutten met je gekke ding toch? Ja, ik wist het. Ik heb wel goed opgelet.
Die sounds ook, hè. Zijn super kut.
Ja, snap ik. Waarom boost je? Ik zou niet boosten als ik juist.
Omdat het dan sneller gaat.
Maar binnen is niet echt handig.
Power cell installed. Now to replace the rest.
Ben je nu verder dan dat je eerst was?
Ja. Wat nu heb ik... Ja, want eerst zat ik op de andere plek. Maar dan kon ik er eentje niet neerzetten, omdat er... dat spul zat.
Oké.
Maar bij die ander zit geen spul. Dus nu ga ik het daar even proberen.
Nice. Yep. Maar hoe is het scary? Je zit gewoon in de ruimte met niks om je heen. Zo.
Niks. Dit is een alien schip die gewoon fucking langs
Looks like
komt
the airlock
erin.
is powering on. If it's functional,
oké.
that's my way inside.
Dus ja. Die kwam ineens uit een fucking gat uit Saturnus. En maakte mijn schip kapot, weet je wel. Tuurlijk is dat eng. Annie.
Waar ga je nou weer heen? Oh, erin.
Oh, ik kan hier niks doen.
Het is allemaal uitgedroogd, dit.
Wat moet ik hier doen überhaupt?
Ja, voor mij moest je in een ander gat. Voor mij is dit niet het juiste ding. Voor mij waren er 2. Voor mij weer er eentje voorbij
volgens mij
gegaan.
moet ik in deze. Ja, ik moet in deze inderdaad.
Ja, zei ik toch.
Oké, control panel.
The controls now have
Zie, ik
power,
wist het.
but I am unfamiliar with its holographic interface.
Ik wist het gewoon.
How to do this? Ik val bijna over.
Ja, niet zo gek in zero gravity
Oh,
en
zo.
dan, terwijl jij wel gravity hebt. Hoe? Oh shit. Nice.
Ja,
Ah.
The airlock is receiving power. I should be able to open it. If
En
Liv
dan?
came this way, she
Oh, dan
may
had hij
still be in
open.
range
Sick.
of my personal communicator. Liv, do you copy? Olivia, are you there? Still jammed. No choice but to follow her trail for now.
Easy, next.
The cabin is pressurized, but the air is reading unbreathable.
Oh.
Could it be the
Nu ga je het schip
biomass?
binnen. Weet je wat wel chill is? In
This is
deze
similar
game
to
heb
the
je geen
emergency
gekke
junctions
monsters
on
en
the
zo. Het
Chronos.
enige, want je gaat
I may
nooit
be able
echt
to redirect the power
shit
flow, but I'll
vechten.
need to cut this
Het
cover
zijn,
off first.
het zijn alleen puzzels.
Wat zei je?
Het is wel chill dat je niet echt monsters en shit vecht. Het is gewoon alleen puzzels en zo.
Dit is een van de enige goede games eigenlijk, zonder schieten.
Ja, ja, klopt. Oh, wat doe je? Gekke shit.
A large compartment, roughly
Dit
humanoid
is
in
wel heel
shape.
erg confusing.
This could be a staging
Oké, ik
area
ga
of
mijn
some
film
sort.
weer kijken, ja, tot mijn ding is gedownload. Ik blijf wel een call, dat je wel met iemand in een call zit.
Ik denk dat ik al deze dingen moet verschuiven.
The data displayed here does not match any code or language listed in my database. It looks like I can access the ship's infrastructure from here. Those spores could be what's contaminating the air supply. I'm able to draw power from this. I can use it to replenish my radiation shield if necessary. This device is holding an electric charge and is linked to nearby equipment. Probably a capacitor of some kind. It must be what's powering the induction panel.
Ja.
Epic. Het is wel epic dat deze game geen loading screens heeft.
Ja.
The door is blocked by the biomass. I'll need to find another way around. The ventilation hatch is open. I can use it to move deeper into the ship. Widespread biocontamination. I should be careful. The biomass over there went dormant when the power failed. It seems to be tied directly to the vessel's power grid. This bulkhead is sealed. Maybe I can cut through to reach the locking mechanism.
Oké, ik ben weer verder.
Wat zei je?
Ik ben weer verder.
Nee. Nice.
Locking mechanism released. Now to pry the door open. Something's pierced the hull. This appears to be releasing spores into the air supply. A bioweapon, perhaps. These spores detonate on contact. They would deplete my radiation shield in short order if I don't avoid them. I can re-enter the main cabin from here. Curious. These warheads don't match anything in my database. What is that? Strange. This area is highly irradiated. My scanner might help me find a safe path across. One of the doors here must still have power. High-velocity magnetic rail. The impact from a weapon like this would be immense. Electrical relay armature. The weapon's loading mechanism.
Ben er weer.
Oké. Ik heb ben een gekke railgun tegengekomen.
Radiation levels falling. The warheads here must be unarmed.
Hallo Lucas, bent u er nog?
Ja, ik ben er nog.
Toppie.
Ja.
Ik moet echt een fucking enge tunnel in. Lijkt net niet.
Gekke enge tunnel. Wat zijn al die telefoondingen? Of wat zijn dat?
Weet
Zijn
ik
dat
niet.
telefoondingen?
Nee.
Kan je laten zien, want ik zie het niet op stream. Ah, oké, ik zie het al. Ik zag het.
Titanium fixed rotational control.
Fucking raar. Alright.
Kijk, maar we hebben een bedden aan het uiteinde.
Van de tunnel?
Ja. Dit is wel echt
Dat is het einde van de tunnel.
dit is wel echt een epic game though.
Hoe lang ben je aan het spelen? Gewoon 3 uur toch? Je hebt geen bonus gedaan, toch? Of wel?
Nee, nog niet. Nog niet.
Nooit niet, hoor.
Nee, nog niet.
Kijk, 85% is Detroit Become Human.
Oh, fuck. Ik weet niet wat ik moet doen. Ik kan niet bij dit panel.
The spore detonated on contact with my cutter. Maybe I can clear some of the contamination.
Ik ben bijna dood.
Oké. Dat is niet zo mooi, hè? Moet je hier ook saven op specific points? Of moet je
Nee.
daar gewoon altijd saven?
Ik weet niet hoe het werkt. Je respawnt ergens. In een andere robot eigenlijk.
Hopelijk is het niet te ver, hè? Dan...
Ja. Dat hoop ik inderdaad. Oké. Auw.
Oh, that was repulsive. The cysts appear to react to external energy sources, just like the biomass. Only the reaction is much more hostile. I'll need to steer clear of it.
Ik heb nog maar 1 helft over ofzo.
Nee.
Echo Unit prototype android. Obsolete design. Designation Jack. How interesting.
You've infected my cortex. Why?
It was necessary to make a threat assessment. I am called Apollo. I mean you no harm. In fact, I need your help.
Sorry. There's someone I need to find.
So I surmised. Curious. Prospecting robots don't perform search and rescue functions. But then, they don't have names either. I would propose a bargain. You help me repair my cortex, and I'll help you find who you're looking for.
You are familiar with the ship's systems and design?
Intimately familiar. Though I am currently operating at diminished capacity. I need someone to assess the damage and effect repairs. I understand what I'm asking is difficult, but neither of us has the time for careful considerations. I suggest you decide quickly. You know where to find me.
I have some questions before we begin.
Fixing my cortex will likely take some time. If you begin the repairs, I'll do my best to satisfy your curiosity.
Where do I start?
My heat sinks are depleted. They must be refilled from the coolant reservoir. You can access the heat sinks from the maintenance consoles.
Raising heat sinks.
The neighboring controls actuate the coolant valve. Use it to refill both heat sinks.
Oh, hij is seeding. Wat moet ik dan doen? Oké.
Stop drukken.
Oké, ik druk stop. Oké, wat nu?
Good.
Moet ik
The
even een
process is
screenshot
working.
aandoen?
Coolant transfer in progress.
Ja, oké. Ik zet de game wel over pauze.
Oké,
Ik
kijk.
switch je over naar een andere microfoon en dingen. Wacht even.
Ja. Epic, ja. Oh.
Hallo, kunt u mij horen?
Ja, hallo, hi. Oké, wat moet ik doen? Ik heb iets hier. Hier?
Wacht heel even.
Nee.
Oké, praat nog eens. Ja. Oké. Je moet naar de file destination. Dubbelklik. Ja. En dan moet je 2 keer op de codex de joystick commune drukken. Ja. En dan een setup. Ja. 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 Ik kon dat stuk niet zien. Nu mag je op. Ja, nu mag je op het de 2 streepjes naast daar zo. 2 stukken. Dan stopt het. Ja. Maar daarna kan je, de oude waar je het hebt waar je het hebt gedownload, kan je verwijderen. Ja. Nee, nog niet. Eerst moet je nog copy contents of codecs directory to install there. Ja. 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 En dan wanneer die klaar is, mag je de... Ja. Ja. Alleen dat dingetje moet je wel ophouden. Kunt u mij horen?
Ja.
Oké, top.
Ik zie Epic handen die niet echt in de game zitten. Oh. Nee, de headset is af. Oh. Ik vind niet kunnen.
The heat sinks need to be refilled before we continue.
Transfer complete.
Now, return the heat sinks to their enclosures. I've been operating at diminished capacity since we came under fire. You have no idea how good that feels.
Your ship emerged from some sort of spatial anomaly. How did you get here?
Our ship sustained damage. I attempted to execute an emergency jump. Unfortunately, our power grid failed while the engines were firing. My knowledge of the event is limited at present. The power surge damaged part of my neural processing net. You'll need to enter my cortex below and repair the damaged cores.
Who attacked you?
Tactical data on the conflict is restricted. I'm unable to share that information. Parts of my cortex have experienced damage. I will attempt to identify the malfunctioning cores.
This looks like an electronic interface.
You can use your scanner to upload to the rewrite terminal.
Damaged core acquired.
I can repair the logic circuits using the rewrite terminals on the center column. Bring the core there.
Logic core in place.
Scan the I/O port to transmit the necessary data.
Upload complete.
Rewriting logic core protocols. Firmware instructions reset. Please seat the core back into my cortex.
Logic core repairs completed.
Establishing new connection. Keep going.
What sort of ship is this? I have no record of a spacecraft so heavily armed.
I'm sorry, Jack. The Estrella's tactical specifications are restricted.
Patching neural net.
Uplink successful. Restoring logic connections. There are more damaged cores. We'll need to replace them all before I can bring my systems back online.
What function do you serve aboard the Estrella?
I'm in charge of tactical advisory, targeting, and fire control systems. I'm also in charge of managing emergency situations. We need to repair all my damaged logic cores before I can bring my systems back online. Core linkages restored. Half of my cortex is back within established parameters.
Your ship arrived at great speed. How do you maneuver a vessel of this size?
The Estrella utilizes a Category 3 Casimir faster-than-light propulsion system powered by spatial dilation. The size of the craft is irrelevant.
Faster-than-light travel is currently impossible.
On the contrary, a vessel of this size would be impractical without FTL propulsion. Nearly there. The final core should bring all my systems back online.
Tell me about your ship's origins.
I'm unable to share relevant military data with a civilian model. Excellent work. All logic faults have been resolved. Thank you, Jack. I admit, I had my doubts that a prospecting model could perform such a procedure. Return to the main terminal above. You should be able to fully restore my systems. Core functions online. Testing neural network connections. All systems optimal. Now, to locate my crew.
That wasn't our arrangement, Apollo. You're supposed to help me find Liv.
You misunderstand me, Jack. To locate your friend, I'll need to connect to the ship's diagnostic systems. That will require an officer's command codes. Your goals and my goals align. I've restored power to the exit. In emergency situations, all essential personnel are evacuated to a command bunker. We should seek them there.
Do you have any intel on the biological infestation?
Tactical data is limited at this time. Based on my preliminary analysis, a weaponized superorganism, polymer-based synthetic, capable of consuming all carbon-based chemical structures. Physical contact with active material is not advised.
Ben dood.
The slightest contact with the biomass can result in hardware failure. Use caution.
I'm aware.
Ik word de hele tijd aan de kant
Your
gevallen.
emergency backup protocols show impressive response time. 0 data loss from the biomass.
Fuck, ik was er bijna. Dat is zo kut.
gedaan. Hij heeft spul aangeraakt. Ja, jij hebt spul aangeraakt. Je bent ook echt
Maar ik werd
slim,
erin gelaunched. Nee, nu
Ja,
moet ik
ja.
helemaal hier restarten.
Waar is helemaal hier? Oh, helemaal hier. Daar zag ik je net voor het laatst dat ik iets ging, was je daar.
Het is echt kut dit. Zie je?
Ja.
Ik kan die dingen ook niet weghalen of zo.
Ja.
Misschien wel, ik zal proberen.
Ja.
Ja. Het kan.
Epic.
Maar ik krijg er wel veel damage van.
You're nearly there. The crew quarters are in this wing, just beyond the main control room. This is the TACCOM station. We can scan the ship from the terminal here once we've awakened the crew. The cryo chamber should be nearby. This is it, Jack. We have arrived at the cryo chamber. Some of the pods are still operational. To revive the crew, we'll need to restore the power grid.
How can I reach the power systems?
The emergency generator is beneath us. Look around for a utility hatch.
The contamination is increasing in density.
The biomass feeds on power currents. Reactivating the ship's systems may make navigation more treacherous. We should proceed with caution. That's the generator up ahead. The fusion reaction is completely inert. We'll need to execute a jumpstart.
How do I reboot the system?
We'll need 3 power cells to complete the procedure.
I'll collect what we need. The generator is offline, but appears intact.
We can restart the fusion reaction using standard power cells. You should see what you can scavenge from the surrounding area.
Phew.
Oké. Het is net gecrashed. Mijn VR-headset is gecrashed. Heel erg fijn. Dus dan ga ik waarschijnlijk even... Nee, dat is de eerste keer. Dus nu ga ik even, ja, waarschijnlijk een stream en dan ik er eigenlijk